Good evening, or day, or whatever time you're hearing this. Um, this is the first of my video diaries for um, my seminar project, Days of Our Lives. Main reason that I really wanted to do this was to document um, the process from start to finish after I finished writing the script. Um, and now that the script is written, I can honestly say that I can start recording every little tidbit of information or little blurb or little idea that I have. So you'll see different things happening from start to finish, from choreography sessions to uh, my little emoting phases about how I feel about the seminar, how things are going, what I like, maybe not necessarily what I don't like, because I like to stay positive, but I want to be realistic and I want this to be as raw as possible. Um, so yeah. Oh, I guess I should probably introduce myself and who I am and what I stand for and all this stuff and blah 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 and what is going on. Um, my name's Reggie Guyton and I'm a senior here at Blackburn College, a first year senior. I'm probably going to be here for at least another semester, but probably another year. Um, I'm a performing arts major with a theater track, and I love musical theater. It's something that I find it's a ministry almost. It's therapy, and I love it to pieces. I don't know everything about it, but I love it to pieces. Um, I recently wrote my own seminar, my own uh, mini musical, as I like to call it, because it definitely does not have any original music within it. And I do not own the credits or anything. There's no copyright infringement, and thankfully, all the music that is being used is covered under the licensing within, the theater that we have. So I'm so grateful for that. But the concept basically is very intersecting. It's a merge of different ideas and experiences from high school, and there are certain things that I experienced and certain things that my friends experienced and different things that I wanted to bring together into one show. Um, but I wanted to address one thing for sure, and that was the concept of bullying and trying to have your cake and eat it too. Over the past years, um, we've had many people commit suicide, many people that were hurt and harmed, many people that were assaulted um, because they were bullied. Whether that was because they were gay, straight, or because they were a different ethnic background, or because they came from a different social class, whatever. It was something that was really impressed upon my heart because um, you never really realize how being mistreated can have such an impression on you. And I was a person that was bullied in a lot of different ways. And some people may say that I was sensitive. Some people may say that, it was just isolated occurrences or they were just really small occurrences or whatever. But those really stuck with me for many, many, many parts of my life. And I think in a way they've influenced who I've become. Um, so I that was something that really was pressed against my heart, and having known many people that have been bullied or were facing bullying, even throughout the school year, it was just rough to deal with. It was rough to think about. It was hard for me as a person to even imagine going through the things that they went through because like I suffered things, but it paled in comparison to what was going on today. Because anytime that you consider taking your life, there's a certain amount of hell that you honestly have to go through. And to have another human being put you in a position where you are in your own psychological hell, it disgusts me and it hurts me. Um, sorry. So when I started writing about certain experiences and certain things, and um, there was just some parts of my seminar or my mini musical or the guiding project, as some people like to call it, uh, that really were just so much more vivid to me, and it was hard to step away from that and allow myself to really just put some type of emphasis into it, but not too much to where it became too real. Um, but I also didn't. I struggled with character dynamics because I didn't want to make something that was just all of a sudden, a character peaked and he was just too good, or a character bottomed out and he was too evil, or whatever. But I had to just leave it as it was, um, to give off that impression. And I really hope that some people take from this and they learn, um, and maybe they'll even change. You know, I my goal is to empower people to stay who they are no matter what. My goal is also to allow people to reflect upon themselves. Have I done this to someone? Have I been a burden, a negativity, a hindrance into the growth of somebody's life? What have I done that has positively affected a person, but also negatively affected a person? And how can I change that? So that's the culmination of my seminar. Um, and I can only hope and pray that maybe one day, someone will look at it, or someone will see it, or see an excerpt, and it'll affect them in a positive way. So, um, thank you for joining me on this journey. That is my psyche. I know it's a crazy place. It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be a little dark sometimes. Um, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you, and enjoy the ride.